Good morning, everybody. How are we doing today? I decided that I was going to stream during the day for once. It's a Saturday, if you weren't aware, so that all my EU viewers could actually enjoy one of these streams. Yeah. What's up, everybody? Let me say hi. Minces, how we doing? Demonic Mew is here. Hello. Nariman, good to see you. Winkleduck, hello. Cashborn, what's up? Jacob D, next AI, that's right. That's what we're gonna be working on today. Pure Pain, new stream. It's 1 a.m. for me. Hi, everybody. What's up, Common Physics? What's up, Taku? What's up, Vice? I already said Winkleduck. You good? Real talk. Why do you ask? Why do you ask? Guys, I'm fine, I promise. But we have a plan today. We are... let me turn the music down a bit for me. I can't hear myself talk, it's weird. We're going to be continuing work on the self-driving car AI that we have been working on. So that's going to be cool. Oh, are you guys getting ads right now? Also, look. Full cup of coffee. Haven't even taken my first sip yet. What's up? Lavua Cool? Lavua Cool? How do I pronounce your name? But hello. Artificial intelligence bomb. What was your college major? I studied communications. Communications. Pay for premium, no ad. How long is this ad? Guys, sorry, I should turn off ads. Also, how is like the music volume? I kind of want it just to be background music today. When will you start making the AI? How about right now? What do you think about that? So let me bring you up to speed on where we're at with this AI. Let me get OBS over on this monitor so y'all can't see it. Not something you want to see. And let me switch to this. Oh, no. Let me switch to this. So we've had a couple streams in a row now. We've been following this tutorial. And we've been working on this game. We have some progress already. What's up, Mini Monkey? How we doing? Just seeing that coffee is waking me up. The ad was longer than the stream. What's your time? It's 11:28 a.m. for me. Hello from Singapore. Hello from the USA. Brave, no ads. What's up, Luke? Do you think computer science is a good path to go into? Yeah, I think it's a little uncertain right this second. I think there's a bit of an adjustment for like how much labor they need in computer science, so I think it's gonna get more competitive. But I think there's always gonna be a need for technical people to like design systems and interface with the back end of stuff. Or really replied? Yeah, I always reply. Because of AI, yeah, just things are changing a little bit. But, you know, I don't think you're married to your major, to be honest. Like, I think if you study computer science and in 4 years the whole world has changed, like, you're still gonna have a valuable degree, and you're still gonna have a ton of skills that will help in, like, any job. Oh, is that kind of AI? I was thinking LLM. Yeah, no, we're doing, pretty basic AI. The background music is fire, not gonna lie. Yeah, it's pretty sick. What's up, Arya Gaming? First semester automation and robotics, any advice? Why would I have advice for that? I've never worked with robotics in my life. All right, so guys, we've made a lot of progress without you guys, but I can bring you up to speed. Well, some of y'all have, oh, that's so much better. I just turned off the noise canceling and I can hear myself again. So some of y'all have watched the previous streams. Basically, we have gotten this far. We've made the game and we've started working on the sensors for the car. So today, hopefully we're gonna finish that, and then we're gonna get going on the actual neural network itself. But basically, this is just a normal Pygame setup. This is all made in Python. The car has like a velocity and like a direction, which is an angle, and then like pressing A and D on the keyboard turns the car, and then you can move forward or backward. And it's got like some friction so that it slows down. We've been polishing it up. And then we made this raceway, this racetrack over in Photoshop. It's very pretty, I know. And right now, all that we have working is if the car is touching the edges of the track, we're returning true to the terminal, so that setup is working. But what we need to do today is make the sensors work. And it's not as simple as you would think, because the sensors, we don't just want to know if any of the sensors are touching the edge of the track. We want to know the distance that the sensor is touching the track at, if that makes sense. And that's what's going to feed into the neural network and eventually start giving it the context it needs to learn. You guys know what I'm saying? How was that explanation? Does everybody understand? Are we all on the same page? Hi, I'm back. Make me admin. Is this still working? Hello? Is anyone watching? Why did chat just die? I feel like you don't even need to have a neural network for this, but yeah, it's so much more fun if we have a neural network for it. Tail speak. Nairman with the Undertale commentary. Hi, if you need any help, I use PyTorch and I make AI. I do want to learn PyTorch at one point, but I think this is going to be a neural network from scratch type of project. And it is a guided project, don't get me wrong. We didn't invent any of this. But the problem we need to solve right now is the ray casting issue. But towards the end of the last stream, Meerkat, I don't know if he's here today, but he was talking to us about how he fixed this. He sent this code over. So this is like what we need to achieve, guys. Take a look at this. So look at the terminal. Basically, my mouse cursor is gonna block one of these rays. And it's gonna return. Oh, well, now it's not doing it. Oh, it's because it took away print. Oh no, it's working. Run file dedicated terminal. Yeah, so it's returning the position of where it's getting blocked out. We need to make something just like this, but that returns the distance that each sensor is. You are the reason I started learning coding. I appreciate that, brother, but you didn't need to send that so many times. I'm putting you in timeout for 5 minutes. I do appreciate you, though. We already did the first time, buddy. Brother, stop spamming. Yeah. Peak music choice. Thank you. The stream is going to get claimed, but I appreciate it. Hi, will you use AI today? We'll probably use AI a little bit with like Google AI overviews, just to like show us documentation and like examples of implementations. But for the most part, I am trying to write this myself. So we need to copy this setup. And I was studying this code before stream, and I think I have a pretty good idea of how we're gonna do this. So let me turn on my AC, guys. As soon as I start talking, it gets so hot in here. Okay, so this is our sensor code, and basically, right now, we store the start and the end position of where the ray gets cast at. And what we actually need is to store a direction that the ray is going to move in. But this lerp function, we're already calculating the ray angle. So the direction is going to be pretty similar to that. I think there's just going to be like some cosine and sine type of thing. So what would it be? Would this be a const or a variable, guys? Because we're going to... Start and end would be... I'll just make it a variable for now. Direction equals... I have this pulled up. The math over here. It'd be sine and then cosine of ray angle. But negative because I have this whole thing like backwards. So math dot sine ray angle. Oh, let me finish typing this line of code and then I'll read some chat. And then minus cosine, no, sorry. Minus math dot cosine ray angle. So that's gonna be our direction. I love your VS Code theme. I know. I think it's called like Tokyo Drift or something like that. Or maybe it's like Tokyo Night. It's so sick. I'm 18 years old. I just had 2 years on Python coding and now I'm trying to learn everything possible about AI. What do you recommend for me to start learning? There's a lot of different, like AI is such an umbrella term. Are you talking about like machine learning, neural networks? Are you talking about different implementations? I would say whatever you're interested in. I like to find a guided project for my first one and like really try to take my time and understand the concepts while I'm going. But I'm pretty dumb and I'm pretty bad at coding, so I couldn't tell you. Tokyo Night, but with NeoVim. That's sick. Is coding your hobby? Yeah, it's my hobby. Well, coding is my side hustle right now. Because I do this all for content on the channel, you know? Yeah, save the direction, walk the ray, and then every step check collisions. That's exactly what we're gonna do. Learn quantum physics. Do you think that'd be a good video? I love your videos so much. You're such a good programmer. Bro, I'm not. I'm a good editor and script writer. I cut out all the parts of me looking stupid, I promise. I promise. I struggle a lot in these videos. There's a conspiracy going around that you're a senior developer undercover. Is that true? I've seen a comment or two that says that. It's funny. No, man, I'm just, these are really edited videos is what it is. How do you learn so fast? I don't think I learned that fast. Happy birthday, dog. Who told you it was my birthday? I joined a bit late, lol. But what's the AI gonna be? Ray tracing? All right, check it out. This is what we're working on for those who just joined. We are gonna make an AI that drives this car around this track. It's gonna learn over time with evolution, similar to the Mario setup. But the cool thing is that we can do whole generations. We can spawn whole generations of random neural network weights at once and then have them face off against each other. Unlike the Mario AI, which was like, they all had their own screen. This is all gonna be on one big screen. So that's the goal. We're getting distracted. I could read chat all day. So we have a direction now. We have a start and end point. And yeah, like one of the chatters said, we just need to walk through every step in the direction. And then we need to, so let's, we'll figure it out. Okay, so for I in range, how would we do this? How old are you and how long have you been coding? I've been coding for 7 months and I'm old. Yo, bro, how are you? I'm doing great. How are you doing, Emperor? What's up, iCalX? Sorry, I didn't say hi. What are you using for this representation? Okay, what did I say? My goal for this stream is to implement materials in my open NGL engine. Pretty sick. Okay, for I in range, how would this work? No. Int. Self.array length. Self.array length. Step. I'm looking at the Meerkat implementation over here of this. I missed defining step, that's the issue. Self.arrays. So we're eventually gonna add readings too. And then we're gonna add self.step equals 2. This is the number of pixels per step. Oh, so you're literally just gonna go through multiple points across the array and check if it's colliding? Yeah. I don't know, it's because it's just, I think it's like because of a Pygame limitation, because we talked about this last stream, right? It's like, we can't return the point of intersection between the line and then the mask of the track. Man, I think you should stop using the evolution algorithm. Someday we'll do a proper back propagation implementation. I forgot to turn on notifications. Can you link the Python files? Yeah, when it's done. What's up, fake skill guy? Bro, when will you be making your own LLM? Never, dude. I will never make my own LLM. What's your PC specs? It's a M4 Max Studio. Actually, I don't think we need to make this self.step. There's no point. We can just make it step. So let's just test this real quick. We're going to be casting arrays already. Let's run this and let's watch the terminal very carefully. Okay. Okay. It seems like our step function is working. Because it's counting up from 0 to the length of the array by 2, which is what we want. Okay, now it's 2. Cold in here, guys. No lie. Also, my AC rattles a little bit, which is so bad for content creation. From where did you learn C++? I don't know C++. I did one video on it, and then forgot everything that I learned in that video. I've done more with C than C++. Honestly, IDK, how you somehow picked the best collection of music ever made. It's my Spotify, it knows me. Okay, let us continue. So now that we're stepping through the range, I'm looking at how Meerkat did this point. So for us, start. Because start is 2 values, so we index 0 for the x, then 1 for the y. And then we want to multiply it by the step in the range that we are in. So that's the first tuple. Oh wait, no. I'm doing this wrong. Direction. 0. This will be another tuple. Start 0 plus direction 1. So we're basically looking at the y position. We're going to also multiply that by I. So this should give us an x and a y. This all needs to be wrapped in. Guys, any Portal 2 enjoyers out there? Alright, let's print point and see if that is calculating correctly. Portal 2 music. I know, dude, I love Portal 2. Okay. Guys, this is good. If you look at the terminal here, as we're driving around, every single one of these sensors is printing every single point on the screen for the entire length of the array, which is what we want. So now we just need to do a little check at every single one of those points that it steps through and see if it's touching, if it's, oh my gosh, my phone. Oh my God, it shattered. Dude, chat, oh my, no, dude. Oh my God, look. I want to go to OBS, make sure you can see. Hold on, let me do this. Chat, it just shattered. Look at this. We're cooked. Bro. Oh, Chat, please donate so I can fix my phone. Just kidding. Guys, that was a clip farm. It was already broken. But somebody clip that and make a reel out of it so I get famous. Oh, how's my hair? I kind of just rolled out of bed this morning. I think it's fine. Bro, I use a phone case. Yeah, I actually have my new phone right here. I've just been too lazy to transfer it over and then send it back to Apple. Okay, back to this. So, we're on the Digestive Track Raceway. So we're successfully stepping through all the points. So now we just need to... You kind of look like Quillian Salkid. Guys, I'm gonna look this person up. If he's chopped, I swear to God. I swear to God. I'm gonna crash out. Oh, okay. No, he's not chopped. I mean, he's got a little bit of acne scarring, but he's a handsome guy. Okay, I'll take that comparison. My abs do not look that good, though. I won't lie. He's got the mustache and the curly hair. Yeah, I see the resemblance. And we both have like kind of the sunken, deep eyes. You know who people used to tell me I always look like before I had the mustache? What's up, Zach1B? Chess Guy's back. What's up, Pingle? What's up, Magnus? People used to always tell me I look like this guy before I had the mustache. And I don't know how to feel about it, but I kind of see what they're saying. He's a little... I mean, he's like hot, but he's also like not. I don't know. I don't know how to put it. I mean, no offense, Keegan Allen, if you're watching this. If you're in the chat right now, Keegan Allen, like you're clearly very handsome, but when I was like a young, insecure teenager, this used to bother me a little bit. I'd be like, I look like this guy. But, do you go to the gym? I do. I'm not the most consistent with it though. I used to be better. You look like Roy the Demon? Okay, last person we're gonna look up, and then back to coding. I will consume my mouse if Keegan Allen is in the chat. Keegan, if you're in the chat... Okay, who is this guy? What the hell is this? If Keegan Allen is in the chat, please speak up right now. Thank you for the gift. I still don't really know what that means on YouTube, but thank you. Okay, so we are successfully walking through each point, so now we just need to add a check if we are touching the track. So I think that's gonna be, I'm still looking at someone else's implementation of this. Full disclosure. Come on, let me understand this before I start typing. If 0 So we're gonna check the X and the Y, and we're gonna check it against the entire mask of the track. And then we're gonna check that specific point, and if we're overlapping, then we're gonna do a little bit of math with the ray length to return how far it is. Okay, I get this. So if 0... Also, should I make this bigger, chat? Can you see the code? So it's going to be if 0 is less than or equal to P0. So that's our X, sorry, 0.0. So that's our X coordinate. If that's less than track mask. Oh, I haven't made the... I got to pass in the track mask. Because this is like separate. So in this, I can add as an argument track mask. Track mask. And if 0 is less than or equal to, and then we're just checking the Y position pretty much. 0.1. Because 0 is how we index for the X, 1 is how we index for the Y, which is not great for readability, I'm not gonna lie. Well, this is my AI, so who cares? Who cares? It'd be nice if I could, like, change that to, like, point.exposition. But then when does the OOP ever end if we start doing things like that? Trackmass.getSize. And then also the Y. So that. And then if trackmass.get at our point, then end is equal to point, and then we just need to make the reading. We already defined reading, right? Yeah, so yeah, we'll make this here. Reading is equal to I divided by self.rayLength. And then we can end the loop right there. Makes sense to me. And then finally, after we append self.raise, we need to also go to self.readings.append. And then reading. The only thing though, does this keep them all separate? So we're done printing there. Let's print self.readings. Gonna take a look at what that looks like. You still using Godot? Not lately. What the farting kind of AI is this? It's gonna be a self-driving car AI. Okay. Oh, missing argument track mask at line 23. That does make sense. So in car 57, sensor.update. So this is also, wow, we're going to be passing this argument through so many functions. So this also will need track mask, and then we pass it track mask here. And then in main, in car.update, let's just make sure it auto-populates. Yeah, track mask. Am I calling it track mask in this, though? I am. Okay. That's kind of convoluted, but... Okay, hold on. Sensor.update takes one positional argument, but two were given. Okay, I passed it to the wrong argument. Because this all lives in cast raise. Okay, wait, so am I stupid? What's going on here? Hold on. Main.py. Let's run this file. Sensor.castRaise, which is on... Oh, it's because update literally just calls cast raise. So let's do track mask here. Self.castRaise track mask. Wow. The number of functions this is going to pass through is admirable. And then we're going to go to car. Then sensor update track mask. I do have a question for you guys. Does like passing a mask object like through 10 functions slow down your code? Or is it no big deal? Okay, less than is not supported between instances of float and pygame.mask. Chat is dead, bro. Wait till he reads the chat. Wait, what's going on? Lower the music? What's going on? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. How did it get so loud? Oh, wait. My bad, guys. My bad. What extension do you use? I don't think I use any extensions, but the theme is like Tokyo Night, I think is what it's called. Also, did I just kill my viewers by spamming loud music? No, people are still here. Hello, everybody. Okay, back to this. So we're encountering a new problem now. Making an AI using Pygame? Yeah, what's wrong with that, man? We got like 10 more viewers. Yeah, people like the loud music. Oh, this is like the perfect coding song. I don't know if you guys can hear this right now. I also started to learn the nature of code because of you, and I also started to learn Rust and do exercises in that. Rust is not as hard as I thought. True. Thank you. It's fun to learn more, and your video gave me a real reason to start Rust with little to no knowledge of programming. Congratulations, man. I'm so happy to hear that. Hey, Luke is self-taught. Yeah, I am. Hey, Common Luke, what modules are you using? I just joined. We're using Pygame and math and system. Okay, but I need to fix this problem we're encountering right now. So we're comparing a float and a Pygame mask. Okay, what did I do wrong here? And that's on line 45 of cast rays. Sensor, line 45. Let's see here. Oh. Get size. I missed that. And then for the X position, we're going to index 0. Let's try running this. Okay. We're getting a lot of printing. And it seems to be exponential. Oh, it's slowing down my game. I can feel it. Okay, it crashed. Don't know why it crashed. Interesting. Yo, are you gonna make this stream into a video? What do you think about JavaScript? I don't know. I've never really used it. Can you tell me a book to learn AI and all? I don't really know. I read The Nature of Code. Don't get lost. Make me a mod, please. Luke, how long have you been coding for? 7 months. What is the printing about? Are those the coordinates of the edges? So right now what we're printing is the readings. So the idea is that every one of these rays is stepping through like their vector, I guess. And what they're returning is the distance between the car and this wall. But there is an issue. Also, I don't know what's happening there. I think if we're like outside of the track, it crashes. Does it feel like you're trying to play solitaire? Not really. It feels like I'm trying to write some code. What do you think about the never nesting code style? How would you do that in Python? I also don't really know about it, what that really means. Okay, lock in, Luke. Stay focused. So, we do have an issue here. I'm just trying to understand what's going wrong. Also, let me make sure the music's not too loud. It's so hard to gauge how loud the music is for a stream when you can't hear it. Okay, populate the arrays with the calculated distances. We do clear out self.reading every time. which is what we want. So I don't know why it like kind of exponentially... Well, okay, let's do this. Let's print the length of self.readings. And let's make sure it always stays a consistent number. Yeah, so this is what's interesting. Self.readings is not getting cleared out. Oh, look at this, guys. I see the issue. Hey, chat, press 1 if you see the issue. Press 2 if you're still confused. I'm missing an S right here. Self.readings. So I actually was never clearing out the object. I was making a new object. Two. Lots of 2s. We forgot the S, guys. Okay. All right. So that's one problem solved, and we still have one problem left. So let's count our arrays. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. So we're getting 7 readings because we're printing the length of the readings array, which is nice. But if the car goes outside of the track, look what happens. Look what happens. Oh, what the hell? It crashes sometimes. So unable to access local variable reading where it's not associated with a value. So let's go to sensor. Let's do reading. So we only set reading. Oh, it's probably when ray length is 0. No, ray length is always the same. But it could be when I is 0. Because if the distance, like if we're on a wall, that's going to be 0. Does that return none? What if we print all the readings? And then we see if we can spot what's happening right before it crashes. Streaming earlier today? Yeah, I wanted to stream for the EU folks, you know what I'm saying? So we're getting some floats. I want to see it crash again. Okay. Oh. True? Why would the reading turn into true? How could the reading turn into true? I don't understand. Oh, the true is for collision? Oh. Okay, wait, yeah, let's make sure we get rid of the other print. Good call. Is that in main? Or is that in car? Oh, okay, well, let's just comment this out for now. Okay. Vice, what would I do without you? Okay, let's see why this is crashing. So it's crashing on line 53. I could do a try except block, and then on the exception, print whatever's happening here, right? And that would help us find it. Is that your mic, or is Elmo lying on your chest for some reason? Readings with an S? No, down here it is supposed to just be reading. Oh. Wait, no. Yeah, down here it is just supposed to be reading. Because reading is the individual array's reading, and then readings is the array of all the array's readings. That was a tongue twister. What's up, skill issue? Oh, yo! Yeah, I've seen you on YouTube chat, I'm pretty sure. Add a tab to be inside the loop. Did you miss the S again? Add a tab to be inside the loop. This needs to be inside the loop? No, because we go through and we... Oh, we might want to be inside the loop, actually. Reading is declared inside the if loop. So could I just like by default do like reading equals, I don't know what the value should be if it doesn't get a reading. 0, I guess? Would this keep it from crashing? And then that'll get overwritten. No? It's still out of scope. Okay, I see, right? Because it's checking if the mask collides. So let's start it here. Let's see if this works. Okay. Guys, we might as well call this Vice's project at this point, because he he always saves the day. All right, we're not crashing it anymore. Yeah, I think what's happening there is like sometimes it can't calculate a value if like the distance of the ray, if the length of the ray is 0 or the step length is 0. So I guess we'll just start that at 0 no matter what. Which is cool. Okay, let's stop printing the length for a second. Let's just print self.readings. Or am I already doing that? Let's stop printing this reading. And let's just print self.readings. Okay, this is interesting to me. I guess this makes sense. I guess if we wanted only one, we're still in a for loop here. So if we wanted only one, because it gets appended every time we go through the loop, we could put print self.readings there. And now we should only get our 7 values. Yeah, okay. Cool. Guys. Okay, wait, some of them are 0. Hold on. Some of them are 0, and I don't think they should be 0. Why is the middle one 0? Why is the middle one 0? Oh, it's because it's not touching a wall at all. Yeah, it's not touching a wall at all. Yo, Luke, we might reach 100 viewers. No way. Is that real? Whoa, this is the most viewers I've ever had, guys. Live. Thank you for being here. Press the subscribe button. Like and share. I don't know. All the things. Luke, can I be a mod? I think I saw that you DM'd me. Skill Issue asks, what are you doing? This is what we're doing, guys. We are making an AI. And the goal of this AI is to learn how to drive around this track. And we've made it this far. We figured out our car steering and physics. We've made a track that has a mask. And now we're trying to get the sensors to return accurate readouts so that we can feed that into a neural network eventually. However, we're getting very close. What we've just discovered is that if a sensor's not touching at all, then it just returns 0. And what we would actually want is for it to return the full length of the ray. Or we want it to return 1. Right? Because that means it's not touching a wall at all. Who here codes Node? Okay. Can you remove the music? Hold on. Let me time this guy out. Put user in timeout for 10 minutes. No spamming, bro. Who here wants to be a mod that is a regular viewer? Vice, do you want to be a mod? You deserve it at this point. Okay, sweet. I got you, Vice. Help me out here. You're a goated viewer. Oh my gosh, so many people. Okay. Vice. Vice. Add as moderator. All right. Thank you, boss. Oh, Shark Wriggler's here. Sick. Luke, what do you think about the video idea where you're reviewing viewers' games? I actually would love to do that someday. I just have to think about how I would title and thumbnail that. All right, so the next step for this project, guys, I need to make the sensor return 1 if it's returning 0. So let's just do if reading is equal to 0, reading is equal to 1. Sorry. And break. So let's look at this now. Pay attention to the terminal. Okay, it's not working. It's not working. Oh, you know why? Because we never make it to this. So let's try putting it down here. Wow, that's a lot of indentation. Let's try putting it down here and let's run this. Okay, nice, nice. I think all of our ailments are resolved. I was typing something and then the moderator pop-up showed and removed everything. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry. Luke, I love your videos and you inspired me to code in C and Rust. Thank you so much, man. I can't believe that people are getting value out of my videos. It makes me want to cry, actually. Also, someone asked me to remove the music. Is it too loud, guys? Or should we just like drop the music altogether? Love your videos too. Thank you, man. Thank you. Bro, no, don't drop the music. Is there even music? It's quiet right now because it's the start of area math. Let the music be. Keep. Music is fine. Fire programming videos. Thank you. Don't even hear it. Okay, word. Word. Rah! All right, so guys, I feel like one of the hardest Let me try that one more time. Let me try that sentence one more time. I feel like one of the hardest parts of this project is done. Check this out. So what we've got right here is this little car driving game, and in the terminal, we're printing the readouts for all these sensors, which is huge. And it updates in real time. I'm so proud of what I have. So that means next we need to start working on the neural network. So let's jump into it. So, oh my gosh, thank you, Luca, for gifting a membership. So kind. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. Luke, I'm making my own neural network while your video is playing. I'm making a handwritten text identifier neural network. That's sick. Kind of like the VS Code thing. Or sorry, like the green code video. Oh my gosh, Megan got the gift sub. That's sick. I always watch your VODs, but because I live in the Netherlands, I can't watch live. Because it's normally night for me. Yeah, that's part of the reason I wanted to stream today. I know I have a very international audience, so thought I'd stream in the morning. So what we've been doing is we've been following this guided project, but the tricky thing is that hold on, I'm getting my chat pulled back up. Twitch chat. The tricky thing is that it's in JavaScript, so we're using a different rendering library and a different coding language. So like kind of the fun of this is that we have to translate it into Python ourselves and often figure out our own solutions.
Find method here. So going through all the touches, element by element.
Also, let me make sure you guys can hear this guy.
That touch is equal to this minimum offset. It will return that touch.
We can skip ahead in this tutorial because
this code is pretty complex.
He is going to spend the next little bit making the raycast sensors, but we just solved all that on our own, quote unquote, on our own, with Chatter's help.
They are reaching the borders there. They are turning.
Also, you'll notice he's making like this road type game. Mine is going to be like a track type game. So the idea is that like this is going to give us structure and guidance and kind of a general overview, but we're still trying to make the project our own, which
black.
I recommend
like
when you're
so,
following tutorials.
And
you'll learn more.
only the yellow part is really...
Can a mod get a membership if I gift one? I think they can get them. Hey, now make an AI in Rust. Use assembly.
Interesting, and it's what we will use later.
All right, let me lock in for a second here.
From the car where the corner we create.
Right.
I'm gonna
so he's making the points. We already did this.
here. So this
he's
is
showing the math. We already did this. Let's find
the angle here is a little bit more tricky.
He's gonna add traffic. I don't think we're gonna do that in mind. So let's just skip right ahead to neural network.
And our sensors are reading that there is something in front of it, and they are working from all different.
Oh wow,
angles.
he's even rendering it. That's sick.
Let me try a trick I saw once in what was it? Fast and Furious, maybe.
What?
It was much better in that movie.
Yeah, this guy's so funny. Did you hear what he said? He said, "Let me try a trick from the Fast and the Furious."
It was much better in that movie.
I like this guy.
Okay.
I like this guy.
Right through us. We now have a complete simulation. A drivable car with sensors that can see the road borders and other cars in traffic. But so far, we've been doing the driving. And that's about to change.
Oh, that's about to change, guys. That is about to change. Oh my gosh. He must be family oriented. I don't find it funny. Don't laugh. Oh, sorry for laughing, bro. Have you gotten mods for the night of Twitch yet for the 24 hours? Oh, also, if anyone didn't... Oh, today's Saturday. Oh my gosh, I kind of forgot. Yeah, for anyone who didn't hear the other announcement in the Discord, this is probably why we have so many viewers today. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so embarrassed right now. I deleted the announcement and I made a new announcement. I hope you saw it, but I decided not to do the 24-hour stream. Because I was prepping for it and it seemed horrible. So I'm really sorry. We're not doing the Elite Code stream. Bro is the definition of a narcissist. What are you guys talking about? You're saying that guy's the definition of a narcissist or me? That's fine. I respect that. Wait, you have a Discord? Yeah, I think it's linked in the stream. I told you to do 12 hours instead of 24. Yeah, you're right. Guys, are you mad at me? Press 1 if you're mad at me for canceling the stream. Press 2 if you understand and that we're still friends. Okay, thank you. Oh, we have some people mad at me. Whoa, look at this editing trick he's doing, man. I gotta do this in my video.
Been doing the driving, and that's about to change. Next,
I was waiting for Elite Code. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
And then I'll show
it's
you
no problem. Thank you, Voxel.
Similar.
Okay, Luke, listen.
That's about to change. Next, I'll give you a brief lesson in how our brains work. And then I'll show you how to code something similar.
Should we skip the lesson in how our brains work? And just go straight to the code? Also, playback speed should definitely be at least 1.5.
Artificial neural network.
All right.
You'll learn the components of this kind of network and how one does something really neurons. You also have quite many of them in your spinal cord and sensory organs, like in your eyes and ears. These sensors send
this editing is insane.
To the brain. There, the processing happens like a chain
reaction. It's like a big budget movie with all this CGI.
Hey, a lot happened in just a split second. Let me try.
Whoa. Who threw him the ball?
Some muscles contract in very specific ways. Hey, a lot happened.
I love the editing.
In just a split second.
Who threw him the ball?
And explain it to you.
He's got an assistant.
Pay attention. Sensors inside the ear pick up compression waves from the air and send signals to the brain, which figures out the direction based on different intensities.
I was not expecting to get all this in this video.
Tell them to contract and turn the head in that direction. The eye catches a glimpse of what's happening, and new signals travel to the brain. Muscles, defense,
Whoa, wait, first person POV?
Historical information will play an important role in what happens next. Let's stick to the first one. The brain concludes there is no threat and uses knowledge about physics it learned during its lifetime to predict.
I'm not laughing at him. I love the effort that went into this video.
To catch the object instead of blocking it.
I want to make that clear. I'm not laughing at, bro.
Where the brain did a good thing and not much happens afterwards. But sometimes this happens and the brain learns it did.
I think he threw the ball and then ran into the view of the camera before catching it. Yeah, probably.
Anyway, I'm feeling really good about myself now that I know my brain can do something like that in an instant. Hope you do too. Our car
stream before 2 a.m. No way. Yeah, exactly.
Will be connected to the, but that's okay.
All right. Let's talk about
the ceiling of one level is the floor of the next, and so on.
All right, here we go. We're getting into the neural network.
Relatively small networks here, but that's okay because we actually don't need very large networks to solve this problem. Now, implementing all this in one shot is, well, scary. But it's easier if you break it into levels, like a building. Each level has a floor, a ceiling, and connections in between. The ceiling of one level is the floor of the next, and so on. Now let's start to code one of these levels. I'm going to go in index.html and include a new file here. Let's call it network.js. And create the file here like this. Inside the file, we begin to write our level class.
Time to start coding the neural network. All right, so new file. We're going to call it network.py. And we're going to do import pygame. We'll need it. Import math. We'll need it. Well, we might need numpy. Let's import both. Oops. Slow it down? No, dude. Videos are so slow. It's so hard to watch this tutorial at 1x speed. Yo, peak stream, Luke. Thank you. Yo, Luke, give me some Python projects for practice, not calculator and basic things. What level of experience are you? If it's your first ever project, I say Flappy Bird. What's the theme of his editor? The theme is Tokyo Night. Moscow time. I'm a proud Python hater. Look, man, maybe I'd respect your opinion if you could spell proud. Sorry, that felt so mean. That felt way too mean. Sorry, I take it back. I can't understand how neurons work. Well, we're about to learn.
And a level has a layer of input neurons and a layer of output neurons.
Class level
doesn't necessarily match, so I'll specify these parameters here like this. To define the actual
okay, so he's doing input count and output count. Okay, hold on. Let's catch up. Self input count. Oh, also, absolutely not camel case. You're absolutely doing snake case. Input count, output count. And then self.inputs equals an empty array.
Like this. We need one for the input.
I think in JavaScript, when you do array input count, he's like saying how long the array is going to be. I don't think we need to do that in Python. Big fan, bro. Thank you. Overrated. Underrated. Thank you. Hey, I'm building the RAG-based memory OS system for the LLMs. Can you give me any suggestions on that? I can't. I really can't.
And one for the outputs. And I'll also add one for the biases. Each output neuron has a bias, a value above which it will fire. So I'm defining these as an array like this. Now, when coding this, I'm actually going to connect...
Oh, I'm so excited for the neural network part. I love this stuff so much. All right. Right, so that's going to be that length. We don't need to do that.
Neuron. That's not the case in our biological brains, but these connections will have weights. So a weight of 0 means pretty much the same thing. So let's have here weights equals to an empty array. And going through all of the inputs, I'm going to prepare here an empty array the size of the output count. So for each input node, I'm going to have output count number of connections. And now what we...
So for I in inputs count, we're going to do self.weights equals, no, self.weights and then index it with I is equal to new array output count. So would this just be an array? Oh yeah, for I in range input count. Thank you for that. Coding needs math. I know. No one told me that before I started either. Oh, and now I'm in too deep to stop. Yeah, a lot of maths. Self.weight.append 0 times, or I've never seen Python syntax like that at all. Thank you for recommending The Nature of Code. It was a good book. Yeah, it's a really good book.
So far is actually only a shell. For the brain to function, these weights and biases need to be set to some...
I know this is probably wrong right now, guys, but just like, I just need a little more context and then we can make it right.
Real values. So for that, I'm actually going to simply randomize for now. We're going to have a random brain to begin with. And to
that seems like a JavaScript thing that we don't have. Level 1 dot randomize this. Self dot weights I. Again, computers are all just machines. What did you think coding was? Luke, are you planning on making a stream schedule? No, probably not. My life is too hectic to do that.
I'm actually going to define a static method here. This is different from what we usually do.
Oh, okay. He's going to make the randomize method. Okay. Also, we're probably going to have to import random.
Object afterwards, and methods don't serialize. So here, given a level, I'm going to go through its inputs like this. And for each input, I'm going to go through its outputs like this. And for every input-output pair, I'm going to...
Also, this should be length input. Well, wait, what? No, this one will be length. The other one doesn't need to be that. So this will be self.inputs. So we'll need to add self. Hold on, let me think about this. We're still not appending anything. We're still not feeding in anything as inputs. How long are you planning to stream? I don't know. I have plans at 7:30, so probably until then. Probably until then. Well, not until then, but we'll see. Either until I get tired or my brain stops working or I get hungry. I don't know, guys. I don't know.
Set the weight to a random value between -1 and 1. And to do that, I'm going to write here math.random, which gives us a value between 0 and 1. Multiply this by 2, so now we have a value between 0 and 2.
Okay, I feel like, hold on, I need to look at this one more time.
Outputs like this. And for every input-output pair, I'm going to set the weight to a random value between -1 and 1. And to do that, I'm going to write here math.random, which gives us a value.
So the translation of JavaScript is feeling a little tricky right this second. So he's doing level.randomize. Why wouldn't he do self.randomize, right? Level.randomize and then self? That feels so weird to me. If you're going to do this from scratch, please at least use NumPy, bro. Yeah, we probably end up using NumPy. Mods, time that guy out. I got 2 mods here, bro. Please. I can do it. Oh, there we go. Nice. Good work, Vice. Good work. Hey, your first time out. Your first time out. How does it feel? I had to eat food, but I'm back. Welcome back. My YouTube is so laggy. Oh, bummer.
Between 0 and 1. Multiply this by 2. So now we have a value between 0 and 2. And subtract 1. And now we have a value between -1 and 1.
Ooh. Okay, guys. I take 5-minute brain break because I can feel my focus slipping. Oh, so let's just breathe for a second and then we're gonna come back to the tutorial. Call it a Pomodoro break, you know what I'm saying? How loud is that? It's pretty loud, huh? Let me turn it down. All right, chat, it's time for you to interview me while we take a brain break. Now's your chance to ask me any question in the world. Nothing is off limits. I'm an open book. Actually, some things are off limits, but why do you learn coding? Because it's fun and I wanted to try it, and then my YouTube video did really good, so now I'm making YouTube videos about coding. Hello, I'm from India. Hello from India. I'm in the US. Any upcoming game programming plans? By the way, really enjoyed your AI coding video. Sick. Thank you so much. I made a video where I made a game in Godot. I don't know if you've seen that one yet. But after that, I'm not sure. Why do you not use AI to code? I think if I had a job, I would probably use AI to code. But right now, my primary goal is to learn and to get better as a programmer. And for the most part, I think it's better if I at least try to write the code by hand. When did you code that codes the code for coding a... I don't understand your question. Do you have a GF? It's classified. That's classified information. Why are you still on Python 3.13, not 3.14? I don't know. Luke, how many Twitch mods do you have? 1. How has it been using different Python files for the different parts of the code? I remember you mentioning a few streams ago that you so far had written all your code in one file. It actually, once I learned how to do it, it's definitely been a lot better. It's been good. Why don't you code on Arch? Because I'm on Mac. I don't know. I don't know how to install Linux. Maybe we'll copy Bog's video one day. What about a BF? What about a boyfriend? Also classified. That's also classified. Luke has a big arch if you can't tell. Ew. Do you use Linux? No, I don't use Linux. Ayo. Why are you a chud? Bro! Chat, am I a chud? 1 for yes, 2 for no. I didn't think I was a chud. How can I learn coding without a paid tutor? There's so much free content out there. Thank you for saying 2. Thank you for saying 2. Def 2, not a chud. Make a game. How did you learn so quickly? I don't think I learned that quickly. I've spent a lot of time doing this. Not a chud, a stud. Thank you. Chat immediately started getting sus, lol. Can you recommend a tutorial? Yeah, I think a lot of my videos have a lot of good recommendations. Luke, can we kiss? Maybe. Maybe. Maybe if you caught me in the right mood. YouTube chat is... Why are you always talking about the soldiers thing, man? That's freaky. I'm Polish. It's in my blood. Why the mustache? Why not the mustache, guys? Why not the mustache? Oh my gosh, wait. I have a really good idea. Let me open something. If I go to my account, I go to one of my old videos. I would love your guys' opinion on this. I gotta find a video where I don't have the mustache. What's the first video I showed my face in? Well, I was already actually starting to grow the mustache by that video. Let's do, when did I know there's one video where I don't have the mustache. The chess engine video, right?
Have you ever wondered how much you could get done if you truly had nothing?
Let me find a part where I don't have the mustache. Okay, here we go.
Couldn't help myself but just jump right into it. Here, I'm gonna play my typical opening.
Let me find a little part where I don't look like a chud.
E6.
Okay, chat. Here we go. Let me get this here. And then let's switch to desktop. Cam on right. Let me get this off the screen. We're gonna do a poll. We're gonna do a poll. Start a poll. Mustache, shave it. Because I think about this every day of my life. So here's what I look like. Clean shaven. And then obviously this is what I look like now. Blue eyes. Yeah, I do have blue eyes. Chat likes the mustache. Chat likes the mustache, clearly. Chat go mustache. It was for a collab. Could you fill out a Google form? When face reveal? Luke, what was the poll for? What poll? Oh, you're talking about the post I made where you could apply to be in a video? Yeah, so I'm working on a video right now. We're actually about to start it. And this is my idea for the video. And chat, I'd love for you to tell me if this is a good idea or a bad idea. Also, thank you. We're seeing overwhelming support for the mustache. We're working on a video right now where... I mean, no one steal this video. Promise me if I tell you this. Grow a beard? Grow a beard? I don't know, man. You look like you were held at gunpoint in that video. Yeah, I was still like getting used to talking on camera. It's a little scary. It's a little weird being a YouTuber. Okay, stop being ADHD, Luke. Get your thoughts out. So I had people apply because I'm working on a video that's going to be titled something like 5 developers make a physics simulation without communicating. And the idea is that I start with making a basic physics simulation myself, and then blind, that gets passed to the next developer, and they add something to it, and then they pass it to the next developer, and so on and so on. So that's what we're making. And I think it's gonna be a really fun video. And it's gonna get a lot of like participation out of my community. It'll be fun. Luke, when will you eat a bagel on stream while coding? But once you're done with the bagel, you end stream. That's a pretty good idea for a stream. Bro, make AI now. You're taking too long. Love the idea. Sweet. Bro, got this idea from Terraria YouTubers. I really didn't. I don't watch any Terraria YouTubers. Okay. Chat is getting antsy. Let's get back to the AI. We are dropping viewers like flies right now. Okay. Let's do this. All right, back to the tutorial. Also, let me make this a little lower to make sure you guys can see it.
And actually, biases are going to be in the same range as well. You may wonder why negative values. And here's one reason for it. Think what should happen here. The car sees something...
Oh, I gotta stop the music.
So it should turn to avoid collision. But which way? Negative weights connected to these sensors on the right could send the message that don't turn to the right. So the remaining option is to turn left. Both weights and biases can be between -1 and 1.
Okay. We're making the AI. Let's make the AI. So... I've done this once before. Maybe I should just think about how I would do this instead of like trying to copy them one for one. So yeah, we're gonna have our inputs. We're gonna have our outputs. Of course, we're gonna have all of our biases for the connections. Then we're gonna have our weights for all the connections. I want these to be kind of paired. And then for I and range input count, self.weights.I. So to start it, we're going to want all our weights to be random. And I think we kind of want to normalize them between 0 and 1. I think that's what I did in the Mario AI. Was it 0 and 1? I think it was. So let's do math.random. Oh, I'm going to have to look this up. Random value in range using math.random Python. I think it's like standard something. No, it's just, no, not a random int. Yeah, it's uniform. Random.uniform 0.0 1.0. I gotta go carry a couch by. Weights is empty, so you can't do weights I. So you're right. We're gonna have to do weights.append. Right? So we'll do that. Weights.append random uniform 0.9 1.0. So let's comment this out for now. And let's just okay. I mean, there's no need to test that. It'll work.
Math.random, which gives us a value between 0 and 1. Multiply this by 2, so now we have a value between 0 and 2. And subtract 1, and now we have a value between -1 and 1.
Oh,
and
he's doing
actually,
-1 and 1. So let's do that.
Biases are going to be in the same range as well. You may wonder why negative values. And here's one reason for it. Think what should happen here. The car sees something with the front sensor, so it should turn to avoid collision. But which way? Negative weights connected to these sensors on the right could send the message that don't turn to the right. So the remaining option is to turn left. Both weights and biases can be between -1 and 1, and there is a nice mathematical reason for this, which I will explain soon. Now, these inputs, they will be the values that we get from the car sensors.
I guess we can make this a method. We might as well make it a method. So let's take this. And let's put it here. Thank you for timing that guy out. Was that the same guy as earlier? Static randomize. Not the same guy, different. Luke, can I be a Twitch mod? I'll treat it as if it's my job. If I can't be a mod, that's fine. Maybe someday. I don't think we really need new Twitch mods right now because we don't get that many viewers on Twitch. They're all YouTube viewers. Okay.
And what we need to do is compute the outputs using these weights and biases that we defined. Those are random for now, but in a smart brain, they will have some kind of structure. We compute the output values using a feed-forward algorithm. And it's actually quite simple.
Right, I remember this.
Given some inputs, these given inputs, and I'm passing here the level as well, I'm going to go through all of the level inputs, and I'm first going to just set them to these given inputs. These will be the values that come from the sensor. So we do that using a simple for loop, like this. And now to get the...
He kind of moves so fast sometimes. I mean, I know I have him on like 2x speed, but inputs. I mean, I guess we'll just use the same variables as him. That's not what I would call it. Given inputs, level, and he's doing for I in range. Length inputs. Level.inputs. This is where JavaScript's a little different. I need to understand what he's doing so I can implement this in Python. No shit, he talks fast at 2 times speed. I know. Am I the only one who watches all videos on 2 times speed? How can I send bits? Thank you for chatting and hello and welcome. But I don't think I'm partnered on Twitch yet, so you can't send bits, unfortunately. Someday. But I appreciate you wanting to send bits.
Outputs. We are going to loop through every output. Like this. And we...
Hold on, chat. I need to lock in for 5 seconds.
Structure. We compute the output values using a feed-forward algorithm. And it's actually quite simple. Given some inputs, these given inputs, and I'm passing here the level as well, I'm going to go through all of the level inputs, and I'm first going to just set them to these given inputs. These will be the values that come from the sensor. So we do that using a simple for loop, like this. Passing here the level as well. I'm going to go through all of the level inputs, and I'm first going to just set them to these given inputs. These will be the values that come from the sensor. So we...
Okay, so I think we need to pass in self. Give it inputs, self.inputs, and then we'll do self dot. That sucks. Yeah, it does suck. Are you a full-time dev? No, I'm not. Bro is spamming sound effects.
That using a simple for loop, like this. And now to get the outputs, we are going to loop through every output, like this. And we are going to calculate some kind of sum between the value of the inputs and the weights. I'll show you. So this sum is 0 in the beginning, and now we are going to use another variable, j, to loop through the inputs, like this. And the sum will actually add the product between the jth input and the weight between the jth input and the I.
For I in range self.output, sum plus or equal to... Did he define sum? Oh, he does. He defines sum right there. Hello, Port. Thank you for the €2. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. What's up, Mr. Random? So sum equals 0, and then we'll do for j in range, length, self.inputs. Yep. We'll do sum plus equal to self.inputs j times level. Wait. Did we already define level? Any advice for me? I'm just trying to learn Python. Yeah. Read a book or follow a tutorial for sure. Luke, weights is 0, 0, not 0, 0, 0. I just applied for the physics dev video. I appreciate you, but level is self. Yeah. I appreciate you, but I already selected people for the physics video. So unless people drop out, then I'm not gonna reach out to anyone new. I'm really sorry, but the video is gonna be sick. And if it does good, we might do it again in the future. So I'll hang on to all those applications. Self.inputs j times self.weights ji. Whoops. That's not what we want. I was making a new thumbnail for Godot. That's not what we want.
Output, like so. And we repeat this with every input neuron. So in the end, what we will have to do is check, is this sum greater than the bias of this output neuron? And if so, we are going to set the output neuron to 1. So we are essentially turning it on. Otherwise, the output neuron is going to be set to 0. It's as simple as that. And now I just want to close this and return to 1. So we are essentially turning it on.
He's still in. So this loop needs to be indented first of all. And then this will also happen. Whoops. This will also happen at this level. Self.bias is I. Then we do self.outputs I equal to 1. Do you still need level and feed forward method parameter if you're using self? Good question. I do think we're gonna have to like figure all that out. I'm a little confused with the differences between his like JavaScript implementation and then the Python implementation. And maybe it's worth figuring that out before we keep going. Hold on. You're saying as an argument. That's where he got level. So you pass in the level. That's like what I was missing, actually. That's an argument. Duh. So down here, he's using static methods and you're using normal methods. Static methods versus normal methods. What is a static method, chat? Can someone explain? Can anybody explain? Static means you don't need an object. Does Python have static methods? Plus your weights lists are wrong. Yeah, I saw that message earlier. Static means that you do not need an instance of the object. At static method before the def function. Oh. Like that? Let me look this up. Static method Python. Oh, it's literally at static method. Oh, like the line before. Interesting. There we go. Hello. Hello, here at ChatGPT. Oh, how long have I been live for, guys? Streaming is scary. I'm not going to lie. Streaming is a little bit scary. Only an hour and a half. Okay. All right, let's keep going, but let's do it his way. So that means we're going to have to change this to level dot inputs. All of this. Oh, well, let's look at his implementation.
Through every output.
Static feed forward. Level inputs I is equal to given inputs I. And this. Do we just replace everything with level dot inputs? Level dot inputs, given inputs.
Like this.
For I in range,
and
level dot inputs.
Some kind of sum between the value of the inputs and the weights. I'll show you.
Drop the channel name of the tutorial. Here, I'll link the tutorial. Here you go. Oh, also, I can end this poll now, huh? Just bought bits to donate them to Luke, only for me to find out it doesn't work. You can call any method like classname.method, but adding it tells you that it's not using self, so it won't crash. But don't you need self no matter what?
Is 0 in the beginning, and now we are going to use another variable, j, to loop through the inputs, like this. And the sum will actually add the product between the jth input and the weight between the jth input and the ith output, like so. And
like you still need self in Python. Ooh. Okay, guys. Hey, low-key, I'm getting kind of hungry. I think I'm going to go make some lunch. Take a little break. But I might keep working on this on stream later today. We'll see. I need to decide. Because it's kind of been fun. We've been streaming this whole project. Also, let me give you guys one more update before we go for today. So check this out. I just want to show people what we've been making in case they just joined. So, whoops. Shoop. Oh no, I wasn't recording this whole time. Oh no, that's brutal. Oh well. Okay, anyways, I can download the VOD. This is the game we've made so far. Our AI is going to learn to drive around this track. We've set up the sensors to work correctly, and it's looking good. So the next step is just to make the neural network, which is what we've been working on. But I'm going to go get some lunch. I might come back in a little bit. You're literally streaming. I know, but I usually record in high quality with like multiple tracks while I'm doing it, and I always forget. But all right, I'll see you guys in a little bit. I might go back live in a couple hours here, and we can keep working on this. But see you later. Thanks to everyone for tuning in. You guys have a good day. Good seeing you.